Hey, what's up guys? Comic Head coming through with a CGC centric video. I have a stack of books that I'm about to be shipping off to CGC, and I have a CGC books that just came inbound. I would unbox it for you, but I already did that, so I'm just gonna unveil it all the same. So I got books coming in and going out. So let's get started. First up of the book that I'm sending out to get graded, and mind you, this is only the second set of books that I've ever sent to be graded. I own a decent amount of slab books, but I bought them all slabbed. So sending out my second batch. My first batch is still not back yet, so we'll see. I'm still trying to gauge when I look at it and see what I think the grade is versus what it comes back from CGC. With that being said, first book, ASM 361, clean copy. There's when I look at this book, there's 1, 2 spine ticks, just barely color breaking. So they're very minor. I don't know if it'll even pick up on the camera. One's right near the M in Marvel, and the other is right near the 30th anniversary thing. So pretty small deflects. Aside from that, the book is clean. This is not my original copy. I did own this book back in the day for my original collection, like as a kid. I don't know what happened to it. I think I sold it. So I was happy to get it back. I got this maybe about a little less than a year ago at a flea market. I got a good price on it. It's a high grade copy, so why not get it slabbed? This is kind of becoming a hot book now. I'm curious to see what Carnage looks like on the big screen and just in the books. He's kind of getting a little resurgence, which is cool. Carnage is a great character. Iconic cover, man. It's just one of my favorite ASM covers, period. You know, I saw them do like an homage cover of this. Maybe it was Delato, but you know, someone with all the fancy Photoshop art tricks and all that, and I feel like it didn't even touch it. Didn't even come close to how awesome this cover is. So let me predict the grades on these books, and then who knows, 5 months from now we can compare. But I'm hoping I can grab at least like a 9.4, 9.6, I don't know, 9.4 with this copy. Next up is an X-Men book, X-Men number 4. First appearance of Omega Red. This is actually a book that I already own slabbed. I do have a 9.6 of this book. So I have a 9.6. Why am I getting this one graded? First, I just love the book. This cover is amazing. I maintain that the Jim Lee 90s run on the X-Men, those first 10 issues, those first 10 covers are, if not the top, among the best consecutive run of comic book covers in history. He just killed it. So, love the cover, love the X-Men, and I feel like this is a 9.8. I mean, I just can't find any flaws in the book, so I'm gonna give it a shot, see if I can score a 9.8 on this. I love Omega Red as a character, so that's my prediction on that one. 9.8. We'll see. Next up, we're going into Image Comics. I am sending off my copy of Deadly Class number 1. I was a big fan of this book. This is my copy that I bought off the stands when it came out. Rick Remender, who's one of my favorite writers, after reading his X-Force run, you know, with the Psylocke, Wolverine, Phantom X team, that reading that series got me following Remender. So when I saw he was putting out a title with Image, I got on it, you know, pretty much right when it dropped. Very happy with it. I love this cover too. It's like really cool minimalism. Like all this whole image here is really just 3 primary colors. You just have white, black, and teal blue. And to execute that whole cover with just those 3 colors is pretty cool. I think that this copy is near mint, minus, you know, there's a couple light ticks there. So I'm hoping I can get like a 9.4, 9.6 with it. If you don't know, the sci-fi TV show trailer just released. And it looks good, man. I got hopes in it, you know. Not every property is executed very well. Like Preacher's probably one of my favorite series of all time. But that show doesn't quite translate it. So, you know, be careful what you wish for of your stuff getting turned into TV shows. But we'll see. I think this series would lend itself well to an episodic TV show. And from the trailer, it looks like they have the right idea. So, and executive producer. Is it executive producer or director? It must just be EP. The Russo brothers, directors of, you know, in the Infinity War series, I know they're involved in the show. I think it's executive producer. So I'm not sure how hands-on they are. So Deadly Class, love that story. Glad it's getting some shine, so I figured might as well slab it. Staying along that vein of Image comic number 1s, another favorite of mine that I bought off the rack when it came out and followed this book for quite a while. I have like the first 10, 15 issues, is Nailbiter number 1. Figure I'm going to get this baby slabbed. Love that cover. Really gruesome cover. This is a great story. I think I hear that there's some optioning going on with this story, which would be cool. This is definitely something that would lend itself well to a show. So yeah, I'm going to get this baby slabbed. This thing, in my opinion, is a 9.8. We'll see. Next up, 2 Silver Age books. 2 Silver Age books in low grade, in very low grade. My boy. We have Silver Surfer number 3. First appearance of Mephisto. And Silver Surfer number 1. This is essentially a grail book for me. I would love to have a cleaner copy of it. This thing, I'll take it out the bag. This thing has tape all across the spine of the book. I'm not clear if, I'm assuming it is, but I'm not sure if the cover is completely detached and the only thing hanging that cover on is tape, or if it's just a reinforcement kind of thing, but we'll see. You know, it's pretty worn, pretty weathered, you know. There's your tape strip on the back. The thing is, the inside of this book is beautiful. Be very careful here. But as you can see, this is a complete book. All the pages are fine. Love this book, man. So, grade-wise, my understanding, you know, from researching grader notes from like the CBCS website is that they'll allow up to a 3.0 grade with what they call a significant amount of tape. So fingers crossed on a 3.0, but honestly, I don't know how harsh they grade. I wouldn't be surprised if it comes back with a 1, 1.5, 2, I don't know. I'm really hoping it just at least has a 2 when it comes back. I am sending it out to get pressed. Every books that I've sent out, like again, this is only my second lot, but I sent them to get pressed first, which is kind of a weird feeling for me at first. It's one thing to send your books out of your possession to like a company like CGC, but it's even more nerve-wracking to send it to someone to press it for you, because my understanding is that there's no real company or store that presses comic books. It's basically all independent contractors, just dudes that know how to press. So that makes it, the informal nature of it makes it a little more, you know. But with that being said, the dude that I use is a top-notch gentleman. He does a great job. Eric Laredo. I can't remember his his info offhand, but I'll throw it up here on the screen somewhere. His Instagram. You can find him on Instagram. He did a great job. The communication, and I'm talking about my last batch because I'm sending these to him, but my last batch I sent to him. Great communication, like immediate responses on things. I sent it to him. He actually took care of shipping it to CGC for me, so it expedited the whole process. I just filled out the forms and submitted the books to CGC, and then I mailed the books to him with the CGC slip in there with my account info and my invoice. He does his thing, presses them. I sent him 7 books last time, and he had them for maybe like a total of 3 days, 3 or 4 days, and then he went along and shipped it to CGC. He sent me tracking when he did. During the process of pressing the books, he was like text messaging me pictures of them and stuff. So it was really cool. You know, it just makes me it made me a lot more comfortable with the whole thing, with that dude's, you know, kind of hands-on nature. And he did a great job with the books. There was some pretty legit books in that stack. I had a Strange Tales first appearance of Gamora, My Batman Adventures 12, first appearance of Dark Phoenix, Marvel Team Up first Black Suit Spider-Man. So I can't wait for that batch to come back. But so we'll see what he can do with these. I showed him a picture of it, and he's like, well, I probably can't do much grade point wise, but hopefully I can at least make it present a little better. So yeah. This one's not as bad. There's no tape on this one. The cover's hanging on just barely by like, this section of the cover is intact and this stuff is all detached. So it's just hanging on. We'll see. But dude, even this in a low grade, I'm happy to own it. I just want it preserved in slabs because, as you can see, Silver Surfer is my guy. This is a beautiful piece of art from Arvell Jones, who I met at a con recently. He's the creator of Misty Knight, the first black superhero, first black female superhero, because she predates Storm by 6 months, which I know because he chatted with me for a while. He was very personable, spent a lot of time with me. Sick artist. And you know, and if that doesn't tell you, I mean, I got Silver Surfer right here as a little Easter egg to the Galactus piece on my arm. So, needless to say, these are my guys. I'm trying to get an FF48 in 2019. I'm going to part with a good chunk of the PC, I think, to accomplish that. So, I mentioned I had a CGC unboxing, or it's going to be more of an unveiling. This baby came in today. Short money. I think I paid $50. I think I paid $50 for it. But but I'm pumped to have it. Oblivion Song, number 1, 9.8. I got it for a couple reasons, you know. There was a little spec in mind, I guess. You know, Robert Kirkman. Hey, can lightning strike twice with him? I don't know. He definitely wrote this book, this series, with a TV show in mind. I feel like because I really enjoyed Oblivion Song, and I could tell just by the way the story was getting laid out and the way the characters were being introduced and stuff like that. I felt like Kirkman had a TV show in mind or something when he created it. We'll see. I mean, I do spec a little bit, but the reality is, my rule of thumb is, even if I do get some shit that I'm thinking will jump up in price in the future, I love it. There's plenty of books that I think might be good specs, but I just don't really dig it. It's not my cup of tea, so I don't even want it in the collection, because just in case it doesn't pan out, investment-wise, I want to be happy I own it, and I'll be pumped to own Oblivion Song. I love these 2 image books. These are 2 of my favorite image series from the past few years, so I'll be pumped to have these slabbed. X-Men, Surfer, it's all stuff I love. It's all stuff I dig. So whatever's clever. So thanks for tuning in. I'm just realizing that I probably didn't set the height up very well. On this camera, my head's getting cut off. Sorry, I'm a amateur at this shit. Comic Head with a little CGC outgoing package. Wanted to let you guys know what I had going on and what I was thinking to get slabbed and which one just arrived. So thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. Peace.